Okay, so this is our fourth evaluation question for Start From The Bottom media music video. This is by Rory Van Ralt, me, Luka Petrovic, Jamie Lewis and Jack Sherman.
So we've used a lot of different sort of tools to sort of create our digipack, but the one we've used is Adobe Photoshop. So we were using the software to make different effects on the different digipacks. So as you can see in the main one, this is what first draft of our back cover, and on the left is the first draft of our front cover. So obviously we've got some basic font types. We use different colours. So if you look on the right hand of the screen, you can change the brightness. You can do whatever you want with the colours.
And so we could add in different layers on top of each other with contrast in the digipack and slowly put it together as we went along.
Yeah. So on the first thing you probably notice is Sylvan's background is obviously quite grotty and like graffiti-ish, which is obviously relates back to our video on how Sylvan is at the bottom and Rory obviously at the top, but we haven't, on this picture we obviously haven't completed the front cover yet, but obviously that's just showing you that we were trying to relate it through the video and obviously in our digipack as well.
Yeah.
As you can also see, we add in barcodes and parallel advisory exemplary content. So basically saying that, like, warning people, and also having the point that we're like adding modern twist into it. So it's just like it's developing what we're going into, but it's just basically showing our modern twist, like we're adding it in like any other digipack would.
If you look at the picture on the right, Sylvan's face and the background, that's all pictures taken by ourselves, and we've edited it. On the background picture, we've changed. It's quite grey, so we've changed the colour of it. We got the Sue-in transaction, where we've just changed completely, made it look more grotty, changed the font on it. And Sylvan's face was a whole body shot. We had to cut him out, and then we changed an effect on his face.
This showing you how to change like the colour of the font of the digipack to find the exact colour that we wanted, so we can like mix them in, and also we could add glow and chrome and different colour effects around fonts to find exactly what we needed.
Like when we were deciding what we were going to put, obviously Drake is like what font and everything. We looked at a lot of fonts because obviously we needed to represent kind of rich and kind of we wanted it to stand out as well. Kind of took us a long time to obviously to pick the right colour and what would look good with Rory and all that. But I think in the end we picked the right one, and we think it stands out quite well.
You can't see it's just behind the colour picker, but that's where we first put in my face. We sort of, because our original idea was we were going to put, if you open the CD cover, there was half my face and there would be joined onto half of Sylvan's face. So we did that. We obviously took a picture of me and Sylvan, we cut it out, and we put different effects on it, so to see how it would look, and make it stand out, try something original, not copy off any other existing digipack.
Yeah.
So here's it's near the finished copy. So now we sort of changed our idea. We had a full face of me, and
so we could change the hue and the saturation of the shot to get the effect we wanted. So and finally we came close to the decision for what we're looking for in our digipack.
As you can see, we also took a lot of our audience research to this. As you can see in our past questionnaires, evaluation questions, that some people really like the half face. However, we decided to go for the front face to really give people a contrasted decision, and it turned out that they really like the half face of Sylvan and of course Rory here, because it just stood out and it was more obvious who was the wealthier kind of more background.
Yeah, which something different as well. I was just trying to find something else that's something like not many people have done. And I think we kind of worked it out, and yeah, with lives you can see here we did change our idea quite a lot, but yeah, in the end we did decide to have half a face of Rory and half a face of Sylvan. So yeah.
If you look in the middle of the screen now, this is sort of bar that shows the effects you can change. So if you look at this photo compared to the photo I showed you on the first slide, it's a bit whiter at the bottom. It's a bit of a lighter colour. So again, if you look at the hue here, I've put it up to 116, changed the saturation down, and also moved the lightness. So it changes different, makes different effects. So it was more what we were looking for.
We changed the more to because originally it was more yellow, and now we changed it through the hue and saturation to more greeny, pale type
More
of
disgusting
colour.
kind of colours.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is our obviously our finished digipack cover. So as you can see, we put half the face of Rory on the side there, and obviously then when you open it up, Sylvan's face will then match into it. Obviously then we've also picked the red and quite the bold colouring for Drake, which obviously stands out in the sky and everything, and then we've got a nice house behind, obviously showing Rich and showing that he's wealthy and everything.
This is again, we took this picture in behind. It was Luka's house where we did a lot of the filming. So we thought, yeah, it might be a nice shot if we take a picture of it, and ended up being in the front cover, so it worked well. And also the shadow in the tree, it's from the tree, it's got quite a nice effect on it.
And just like reinforcing the point of how we're using like new media technologies and stuff, just by, as like Luca said, like the layers, Rory's cartoon face, and then of course like the little logos on the side, and then constantly like standing out the Drake font at the top. It kind of really illustrates how we're using new media technologies throughout our whole piece, which like really helps through.
Something else which is quite good is obviously you see this house in our video, so it was quite good to add it in as our digipack as well. So after say you've seen the video and then they want us to go and buy the song, then it stands out because they've already seen that picture, so they know what song they're buying, what album they're looking for.
Well, so originally we pictured the house in the back was a bit blurry, so we used many different techniques such as putting many layers on and like saturating it and so far to make it more clear, less pixelated, no pixelated, like
less blurry.
Yeah. Like picture.
I also make it more lighter, so we turn up the brightness.
So yeah, we'll go on to our finished magazine cover.
So basically this is our, as you can see, our finished magazine cover. We try to jam pack this with the most like interesting, and it's great to show that like Drake's in the centre, which really of course is standing him out. You can see that we've kind of used the same text through our new media technologies, as you can see, through our digipack and our magazine cover. Just a larger, more bolder font to make, of course, the magazine advert to stand out a lot more.
We looked at a lot of other sort of magazine covers, like Soldier Boy and stuff like that, and we saw there was normally just one artist on the cover. There wasn't much else going on.
Chains and
an artist just looking a direct mode address of the camera. So that's what we felt that would go well with what we're trying to do in a rap R&B video.
Yeah, the lighting obviously on this was also another quite a key thing that we looked at. It took us quite a long time to get the lighting correct. We got it, as you can see, basically we kind of just wanted just Rory kind of shining and his face kind of looking at you, like looking at the person that's reading the magazine going, right, like buy this album, do you know what I mean? And then the another thing that we use is obviously we put in Spotify and iTunes in the bottom. So this is obviously another great way of just telling the audience where they can get it, and it's just a nice way to tell the audience it's easy to access the album or anything like that.
So we've gone for black stars around here, and we've put a lot of glow so they stand out. We felt that was quite good because it sort of teams with our theme with sort of white and black, and we thought also the magazine covers they sort of talk about rap music and stuff like that, so it stands out and sort of more realistic and what an actual rap magazine cover would look like.
And we put in important information, for example, the website and the logo for our music label, Empire Records, to keep promoting that and so on for the audience.
And also, as you can see, we start from, which we learnt from when we were doing it, was a level of importance. So as you can see from the top, we start with Drake, which of course is the artist, going down to the real Drake, when it's released, the reviews, as you just mentioned, and then of course where you can buy, and the hashtag, which of course keeps it in with social media sites.
So this is...
well, the development, the program we used was great and really made us, it gives us loads of options, different types of font, of course, as you can see on there. That's just a basic draft that we sorted out after we'd figure out the lighting and the photo shoot after one we choose. Kind of keeping the same font as I mentioned earlier is really important, which is why we did that to kind of show relevance in between the two.
And we used the same program to make this as we did for the digipack, as to get as many options for the editing, such as we darkened up the image and spread the type sort of across to make it very bold and stand out, and contrasting with the black and white colours and so on.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Just also just adding like it's just the Drake and everything having the quite the dark backgrounds, using the white letters and everything, making it stand out a lot more, and it's also just the lighting on Rory and everything, so just making it all stand out.
So sort of through using understanding different software like Alchemy and Paint, so we've created images, so put on digipacks. So we've gone for different sort of logos and the record company. So if you look at the top one, that's the record company. The first draft of the record company we made on Paint, it was Empire Records. So it's just quite simple, stands out with the crosses, with the checks in the back. But we decided to get rid of that in the end, as we didn't think it was sort of that necessary on a digipack. So we sort of changed to that.
Really represents the simplicity. Really draws people in. Also quite a bold statement of our records company, kind of saying we're the big dogs.
And we made the like Empire Records. So basically, there's a crown and the lion who's a king of the jungle and so on. So yeah, we really thought about the logo.
If you look at the two on the bottom, there are two drafts. The one on the right was made in Alchemy, which one that we could have used for our for something inside the digipack, but obviously I don't think it went for us. It's an interesting image, but I don't think it suits the rap video what we're trying to do. And the one on the left was something we made for being a record label, but again I don't think it really suited rap music or anything like that. It's just, it kind of looks like something a petrol station would have. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.